Aduh, aduh, aduh. Pameran dulu air gua.
어차피 밤이 다 지나가면은 별수도 없이 난 또 한동안은 널 잊고 살 테니까 내 가슴 속에만 품고 살아갈 테니까 비도 오고 그래서 네 생각이 나서 그래서 그랬던 거지 별 의미 없지 우산 속에 숨어서 네 집을 지나쳐 그날의 감정을 다시 느껴보고
1, 2, 3.
멀어지는 빗물과 시계 초침 소리가 방 가득 채우면 그대로 난 돌아가 차라리 난 이 비가 그치지 않았으면
5 menit lagi ya
속에 살 수 있겠나
masih offline. Oh, udah diganti tapi thumbnail belakangnya. Berarti sudah di login sama admin. Adminnya nggak lupa password ini, password Twitch. Mantap. Coba lihat aja Pak.
Kesesatan abad 21 anjing. Kenapa sih? Aduh, Mihoyo baik sekali sama saya.
Kenapa bro? Kenapa bro?
Nggak tahu ah Mihoyo sialan. Bisa dinanti-nanti gitu anjing ulah tuh kenapa langsung muncul sama albedo.
Lagi kaget aja katanya liat FB timeline ada murmur lagi. Jadi apa bannernya mulai kayak hotpie. Mulai banyak ntar bannernya. Supply.
Nih Hoyot ayo Royan do something anjing top up do something.
Ayo Royan gesek. Bangsat, ayo gunain duit. Ayo gunain duit KT-mu, ayo.
Do something. Kan. Babi hijau.
Belum dikonfirm ya, siapa tahu itu 24. Ya kadang-kadang orang gitu yang punya betanya, yang sering nge-share tuh yang punya beta yang yang baru. Ini kan biasa kalau 23 rilis yang 24-nya langsung bocor. Nggak tahu gimana. Yang jelas kapan ya aing keluar, hey.
Yang udah bad mood aja. Kata saya jelek kepada Mihoyo. Bangsat Mihoyo.
아직도 생생해 입술의 향기 내 옷깃을 잡던 너의 손길 사랑이란 감정 시간이 갈수록 커져 날 바라볼 때 너의 미소는 마치 물 위에 뿌려놓은 햇살가루 너로 인해 희망을 잃지 않았던
Beli
나의
sesuatu ya,
하루
lewat
손잡고
segitu.
흔들며 달리던 바다 불어오는 바람 들어올 것 없다는 듯이 소리쳤지 사랑 이대로 영원할 거라 믿었어 하지만 뒤돌아보니 너는 없고 석양에 검게 탄 먼 바다를 바라보는 산의 뒷모습만
술을 마시면 희망도 사라질까 오늘도 내일도 내게 그늘이 없는 날인데 술을 마셔도 죽은 동 같질 않아 오늘도 내일도 내게 그저 너
Aduh, sakit pinggang. Benar kan?
Oh, belum online. Wah, sudah jam 7. Jam 7 apa jam 8 sih? Masih lama dong kalau jam 8.
Masih jam 8.
Oh, masih jam mulai.
Your
Udah
hosts,
ya.
Zach Aguilar, and I
udah
voice the
mulai
male
ya,
traveler
mulai.
Ether in Genshin Impact. And today,
Lama
I'm
masih di
joined
streaming
by...
mana belum?
Hi
mulai?
everybody,
Yeah.
I'm Corey Yee and I voice Goro in Genshin Impact.
Goro.
General Goro of the Watatsumi
Yeah,
Island
bro.
Resistance, ready and waiting.
Nice. And our other host for today is Koi.
Hey there. I'm Koi Dao. I play Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius, as you can see from my chibi, which is super adorable, by the way. My, it certainly is lively outside of the workshop.
Welcome to the special program, guys. Are you too
Welcome to
excited?
the special program,
Yeah, man,
guys.
like Genshin is my favorite game right now, so I'm just
Favorite
excited to
game.
talk about the details of Goro.
Well, I'm just super glad to be included. Haven't done one of these before, but been wanting to, because look at my teeny tiny little chibi body. I am so adorable!
As always, we'll be doing previews for the upcoming content in version 2.3. You guys ready?
Oh, I am so ready.
Let's do it, man.
All right. Let's start by jumping right into the version trailer. Shadows amidst
Shadows
snowstorms.
amidst snowstorm. Wah,
That's a lot of
es
S's.
lagi nih.
Let's start by jumping
Apakah kita kembali ke Dragon
I will
Spy?
defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It
Wah,
means
ada
going on the
Goro.
attack.
Goro.
The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the
Wah.
meaning of battle and employing the right
Ada
tactics to generate momentum.
dragon. Nge-lag.
Mainnya munculnya naganya. Itu nah,
Keep your weapon at the
agak
ready.
serigala atau
Never
apalah
know.
terserah.
Galu. Barongsai.
Cacing-cacingnya, ya itu paling cocok barongsai.
And Oni.
The 10-year commission
Wih,
recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Ito. We've been trying to apprehend
Arataki
him.
Ito.
People think only cause
Yan, mana tahu Arataki Ito?
devil again. That'll defeat the whole
Aingnya
purpose of
taunya aing Kazuki itu.
Come on, man. He won't get away
Lihat
this
Yan,
time.
ada Arataki Ito.
Yourself up, Arataki.
Senin.
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me.
Aneh.
When it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke.
Jalan-jalan di tengah hujan.
Idiot Oni.
What did you say, little one? Go on.
Petinju yang keparpe. Arataki Ito. There. Apa pedangnya tuh?
Oh, coming through! Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Apa betul? Kamu mau aku tepung ya?
Dibong.
Now it's goodbye.
Shut up, would ya?
Nah, itu ada sapinya apa dulu.
Wah, dia berubah. Dragon Screamer.
The transcendent and miraculous are
Wah,
not
yang
the only
betul yang
things to
balik
which
ke
human
Dragon
beings
Spy nih.
aspire.
They pursue the
Yeah,
everyday,
story.
the ordinary,
PS
to a
kurang
far
dijual,
greater
fuck.
extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we
Tahu-tahu
stand
tahu
on
apa
is a
sih.
cradle of life's profoundest mysteries.
Itu
a
story
vast,
naga hitam ya.
terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
Dragon.
People are
Tapi
put
kan-
off by the cold
Ah,
and
ada
don't
Eula nih.
realize that there's
Maksudnya
much
ada
to
Eula.
explore beneath the icy exterior.
Ya, ya bener dong rumornya ya.
Let's combine our forces and build
Wah,
ourselves a
event Natal
huge
ya, iya, event
snowman.
Natal
It'll be a
ya.
ton of fun.
Iya, Dragon Spine juga rilisnya pas Natal ya.
You seem a little
Desember.
distracted.
Udah setahun ya berarti Dragon Spine. Menarik sekali.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity
Ala
of our
titit
thief.
anjing.
Please take care.
Dragon spine has become more
Dragon
dangerous than it used to be.
Oh.
Oh no.
Avalanche!
Oh, ada ini, ada
Albedo.
longsor.
What the devil do you think you were doing?
Iya, kalau bedo makan. Shadow amid snowstorms. Wah, misteri sekali. Tapi kayaknya itu
I
story
like the
event
snake
deh.
puppy.
Super cool to see Albedo and Eula
Ya,
in Dragon
beneran
Spine.
kan. Ya, nge-lag. Aduh. Gimana tuh, Yan?
Alah. Kata saya jelek buat Mihoyo.
Kok nge-lag
Like,
streamnya?
I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty tense. Also, can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That
Oh,
was
I know, right?
like one of my favorite
Oh, si
parts.
Bennett jadi
to be
epic kan?
honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all new content we just saw, but before we dive in, let's give away our first redemption code.
Wah, udah langsung ke kodean tah. Tinggalin SS aing males aja.
Streaming mana nge-lag ja.
Eta. Tuh lagi.
Streaming
nge-lag.
mana nge-lag ja.
Eta. Emang berapa gitu bitrate-nya? Aman ah. Nih, Twitch mah sering gini sih ya. Tidak mengerti. Kalau aku bandingkan sama yang di sini. Nge-lag.
Primonya KB 6D KDNM 7. Aduh, Kak.
Buset, Takanori Nishikawa. Kaget aing. TM Revolution dong yang ngisi. Yang ngisi siapa sih? Si ini Arataki itu. Buset, aing kaget aja. TM Revolution dong. Waduh, jadi pengen aing.
Beetle fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I
Mangga
can play it.
Arataki
What do you
itu,
say?
Arataki
Take one and
itu.
we'll have a
Kaget
little
aja.
contest.
Yang ngisi
Make sure
suara
you're ready
si
to get
Yes ya, yang dulu
thrashed.
suka nyanyi Gundam, opening Gundam, Takanori Nishikawa. Memang halus aja suaranya.
Did you see him swing his claymore and then fix his hair
He's
like
so
the
stylish.
coolest dude in Inazuma?
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time. Like hearing his words, it's so interesting. I'm into it.
Okay, so our first character to introduce is Arataki Ito. As you can probably tell from the horns on his head, this guy is definitely not human.
That's right. In fact, Ito's horns are a symbol of his Oni heritage. Oni are a special kind of being in Inazuma.
We have already encountered other special beings in our previous adventures across Inazuma, such as the Bake Danuki and Tengu. This time, we are adding Oni to the list. Aside from Ito's heritage, his unique charisma has also attracted all kinds of followers to him. Word on the streets is that Ito has established his own crew.
Okay, so he's a gang leader. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of.
Ngelek.
AB 6D
Ngeleknya di Twitch teh.
Flesh. So, what are we doing? Talking about Ito's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Ito wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element. He's strong, tough, reliable, a true Oni horn to toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his
Ngelek. Oh iya, ini soal sambil iya. Parah.
second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Ito will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh?
Super
Oh,
strong.
another thing to note is that Ito
Super strong. Super strength. Ngelek anjir nah orangnya.
Ito's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental
Twitch
skill or
anjir,
performing a
anjing
sprint,
teh males.
which means
Ini
you
memang
can
berat sih.
keep on swinging even after you move. When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Kesagiri slashes
Ngeteknya juga
without
ngamuk
spending
gitu
any
sih
stamina.
anak kita.
Each Arataki Kesagiri slash will consume
Juga si
1
Noel.
stack of
Ngebut anjir
superlative super
untuk
strength.
pemegang
When the
claymore.
final
Anjing.
stack is
Ngebut ya. Mukul apa? Aduh.
Kan si Noel lagi ngamuk kayak ulti.
Tapi lambat ya pukulannya. Ini si
consumed,
ngebut
Ito
ya.
will unleash an
Apa?
especially
Ini mah
powerful attack.
gitu cepet.
When no stacks of superlative super strength are
Situasi
available,
terkini
Ito will
setopan
perform
gede
a
bagi.
Saichi
Anjir,
Monji
banjir.
slash. Oh, and most important,
Gede bage. Kalau gede jadi bage. Bagi-bagi. Ngelek ja.
Yang ngelek kan tuh. Ente kadang kalau di Twitch teh ngeleknya gini males ya. Kalau mencoba orangnya yang ini Mari kita cari di mana ya? Coba itu. Lag pisan anjir sumpah. Merah deh kalem. Merah bor.
Teman geus make Elgato aja.
Orang kan tempel capture window.
using his Oni King's Kanabo in battle. Yeah, you see that mace he's swinging? During this state, Ito's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to geo damage that cannot be overridden. The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Ito himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in Raging Oni King state, Ito's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack speed will also be increased. Ito also has an exploration talent, Woodchuck Chucked. When we have Ito in our party, we will have a chance to obtain an additional log of wood while using attacks to collect wood from a tree. So, collecting wood materials will be more efficient. Ito's pretty slick, huh? Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Ito in our future adventures because he's honestly a really fun character to voice. And those are all the inside deets about the one and only Arataki Ito. Zach, throwing it back to you.
Zach.
And that's all from our special correspondent, Max Middleman. Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
Bye, guys.
Guess that was okay, Max. Just kidding.
He looks like such a cool character, though. Like, he's got really interesting combos and stacking, and, like, I don't know, that just seems really cool to play.
Totally. Next, we're moving on to our other new playable character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
Api, kebo, bo,
Goro.
Yang bingung
Ngelek.
bau jadi bau batu mau jadi apa, jadi support.
Bruh.
there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside. You can
Ya
always
jika
speak your mind
artefak
with me.
sarwa juga sih ya.
Although I can't
Sarwa juga
guarantee that I'll
si-
always
apa
have
itu
an
namanya
answer,
tuh?
I'll certainly offer you my best
Baal ini
advice.
makanya atas.
Even when I can't muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be a good listener. Whatever it is, I'm all ears.
Aww.
Whoa. Here
He
we go.
looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does. That he does.
I like him.
So, I know what everybody's wondering. Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be a little awkward, but if anyone could pet Goro, it'd probably be the Traveler. Not you, Zach, but the
He
Traveler.
wants some pets.
Just to be clear.
I would like to scratch Goro behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Guys.
Anyways, with all that being said, although Goro looks really young, he's one of the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Yeah, in fact, among the Watatsumi Island Resistance, he's known as Top Dog Goro.
Right, which is interesting because Goro is still younger than most of his fellow officers. He earned the nickname because he's close with his troops, and the other officers are always lining up asking him for advice. And to be completely honest, Goro often doesn't know the right advice to give either. But he can't let the soldiers down, so he just gives some general pointers and responds based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Goro is back to his serious general self, ready to lead the troops. Although, because Goro is still young and inexperienced, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a look at how he fights. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner.
Aw, the dog paw on the banner is so cute.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. Well, this banner
Oh, the
is more
Sashimono.
than just for show. It provides buffs to
Isn't just
active
for
characters
show.
within the ability's
Gundam.
AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for example, when we have one Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have
Tahu
two
sih,
Geo
ya
party
ikut
members, in
interview
addition to
2
the
titik
defense
0
bonus, it increases resistance to interruption. And when we have three
Aku nggak
Geo
tahu,
party members,
mau main
it adds a
2042.
Geo damage bonus on top of the previous two bonuses we just mentioned.
So what
Main
you're
BF
saying
Forza.
is the more Geo characters we have in our
Nah,
party,
wah, Resident
like
Evil.
Forza aja,
no,
Forza.
Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Goro's elemental skill?
Yes, that is correct. Any characters who lack defense and Geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like that a lot.
Yes.
And finally, we... Thanks, Koi. And finally, we have Goro's elemental burst, Juga Forward unto Victory. Unleashing his burst, Goro deals AoE Geo damage and creates a field known as General's Glory. Just like his elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of Geo party members. What's special about this
Geo
field is that it
party
moves together
members.
with your active character and periodically generates a crystal collapse, which deals AoE Geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, a Favor Repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental
Dapat
burst
senjata
based on
lagi
his
ya berarti
defense,
di
which is
2
great because I love seeing characters
Albedo
using
deh,
different stats.
belum dibahas.
Wow, so that's all really cool.
Senjata
But
Albedo,
I have to
kan?
admit that little sidekick of his is so cute. Look at how it
Senjata
waves its
kepala.
banner alongside
Yeah.
Goro.
I want to be its friend.
Okay, guys, focus. Come
I
on.
will be its friend.
So, aside from his combat-related talents, Goro also has a pretty useful exploration talent called Seeker of Shinies. Yes,
of what?
that's
Seeker of-
Seeker of Shinies.
The shiny.
It's
Oh,
amazing
kirain
and it's
Seeker of
adorable. Yes,
Chinese.
I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of
Seeker
nearby
of
resources
Chinese.
unique to Inazuma on the minimap while you have Goro in your party.
Apa tuh?
Oh my goodness, let's go seek some shinies. It's gonna be so handy
Pasif
when we're
ini.
farming materials in Inazuma.
Material kayak si
Totally.
Cicit.
Yeah, so you guys like Goro? Sound pretty good?
Yes.
Kalau Cicit kan
Very
Leo,
good.
soalnya kan
Very
di
good boy.
monster sih.
Very, very good
I
boy.
knew that's where it was going,
Di
and
tempat aja
I'm
lumayan.
not disappointed.
Well, all right. Now that we've had our first look
Tapi
at our new
kasihan saja yang-
characters, let's
yang
check
bikin
out
akun
the
baru
event
terus
wishes
ngebully.
coming in version 2.3.
Masa kasihan ngapain?
Materialnya di Inazuma.
The event wishes for
Ya,
version
betul,
2.3
Yan.
are going to be a little different from previous
Event wish
versions.
preview
This
Albedo
time,
dan
we will be opening
Ewa.
two character event wishes at the same time during the
Yeah.
earlier phase of version
Kan
2.3.
udah bilang.
They are
Apa
Albedo's
tuh, Kak?
Secretum
Bener aja.
Secretorum
Ya,
and Eula's Born of
salah.
Ocean Swell.
Selamat malam Ryan.
Okay, so Both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available
Padahal
at the
orang
same
udah
time.
ngasih
That
tahu
means
sih ya.
yes,
Nah, mana
What else we got?
Yeah. Well, also in the
Aduh.
later phase of version 2.3, the character
Event
event
Wish
Wish Oni's
Preview.
Royale
Kira tidak
will
akan
become
secepat
available,
itu,
featuring our
anjing,
two new
ternyata.
characters, Arataki Ito and
Babi,
Goro.
kepalanya
I'm
dua.
guessing many of our viewers might be curious about the first two rerun event wishes, so why don't we give some more details?
Oh yeah, for sure. With each version update, we've met many
Yang
new companions in
Anda
our
nih.
journey. So some new players might want to get limited characters from previous event wishes, but it's probably gonna take a long time before they see their favorite character return.
Iya udah mulai
After
kayak
collecting
mantap
and
sih.
considering player
Ini nggak terlalu
feedback,
lama-lama
the
ternyata.
devs have decided to
Menarik.
push reruns forward when the timing fits the version content.
So,
Jadi phase
coming
satu
back to the
di-
two
ada
concurrent
chapter
character
baru
event
semua.
wishes in version 2.3,
Oke.
both will actually share the same cumulative pull count toward the
Ya, aing
5-star
nungguin
drop
Eula
guarantee,
kenapa bijilnya
which
ayeuna
means
gitu
any
kan.
pulls you make on
Banget
one of the
ini.
character event
Kan
wishes
orang
will
udah ngasih
also
tahu
count towards the
ini.
other. So, for example,
Ya,
if you
nah,
pulled
mana
50 times on
full.
Albedo's Secretum
Ya, emang pengen
Secretorn
Eula,
and
ya.
didn't gain a
Bijilnya
single 5-star
ayeuna
character,
sesat.
then you are still guaranteed to gain at
nu
least
paling
one
santai paling
5-star
nge-pull
character in the
senjata
remaining
ya.
40
Nge-pull
pulls
shield
on
nama
Eula's
tenan.
Born of Ocean Swell. There will be more information in an
senjata
upcoming
nanti ya.
announcement with more
Kalian.
details on these new wish mechanics.
12
And as expected, with new
nih.
characters
Wah,
comes
si
new
Jahil.
storylines.
Tidak rapi.
Ito's story quest, Taurus
Wah,
Iracundus,
ada
will be
Ito
added
story
in a new
quest.
version for travelers to explore.
Nah,
The
eta
Oni
Taurus
race
aja
once
bener.
left countless
Lama
figures
banget.
in Inazuman legends. But how do
aja lah.
Ito or other Oni live in the
Taurus
current Inazuma?
Iracundus.
For any players interested in
Name
diving
Taurus.
deeper into Ito's backstory, this story quest will be a great place to start.
Digana itu
Sounds
na
swell to
demonnya.
me.
In addition to Ito's story quest, both Goro and Beto will be receiving their very own hangout events in version 2.3.
That's right. Players are going to get an inside look at some of the secrets behind General Goro and his hangout.
Oh, yeah. If you like new characters and storylines, I bet you'll like some new weapons and
Kok
artifacts
aku
in
mau
version
dijual nggak nih?
2.3. The new 5-star Claymore, Red
Nah,
Point
warna
Stone,
bangsat
will be
aja.
appearing in version 2.3's weapon event wishes.
Wah,
Also,
ada artefak
the new
anyar,
artifact sets, Husk of Opulent Dreams and Ocean-Hued Clam, will become available in the new version. Players will be able to gain these
Manawi
artifacts
Up.
from a new domain located on Seirai Island in Inazuma.
Well, that's great because I've been clamoring for new artifacts.
Yang satu juga
And
buat
new artifacts always bring new
Nah.
possibilities for
Yang satu
characters
buat
and
ini, Ja.
great party combinations.
Buat Albedo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And now that we've
Bahkan,
covered all the new equipment coming our way, we're ready to see a
Buat si
new
Noel
deadly
lah,
boss
jelas
rising in
lah.
the coming version. Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord.
Golden Wolf Lord. Lah iya tuh, bos anyar. Ada barongsayan.
Alah.
Jadi tempat mainan sih gue, tapi tempatnya kayak nggak terlalu gede, gede ya.
Gede saya tahu. Event baru kan.
Wah, ini ayah tornado. Tornado. Dia bisa tornado aja. Wah, dia bisa laser shot.
Kesel kalau sih aja kecil lagi kesel aja lawan. Yan. Kesel tuh ya.
And that's
Kecil
our
kayak
new
gitu.
open
Kesel
world boss,
ya,
the Golden Wolf Lord.
Dude.
Whoa, spicy puppy snake. I love
Oh, gampang
that.
kan?
I'm kind of grappling with
Oh,
like
bisa
wanting to fight it and
kesatun?
wanting to pet it.
Bisa
I don't really know what
Same.
to
I'm
actually
going to
do.
make it my golden wolf
Bukan
friend.
hantunya dibunuh.
Did you guys
baru
see the
mati
tornado
dia.
too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that just made me feel winded.
Tornado.
Also, the size of that
Gamut,
thing,
gamut,
that's
gamut.
one giant rift hound.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the structures of their bodies look really similar.
Great observation. Technically, the Golden
ulangnya
Wolf
rerun
Lord is
sekarang,
the
bangsat.
king of the Rift Wolves, which is also the reason why
Wah,
Rift
cerik
Hounds and
aku ya.
Rift Hound whelps
Ah, yang
appeared
pas
in
gua
Surumi
juga
Island in
cerik.
the first place. As a giant, monstrous beast from another world,
Masih ada
its
akun
subjects
ML yang
are
harus
tasked
dijual
with
ya.
Nah
making
ya udah,
preparations before it
akun
descends.
orang
And
jual
since this
lah,
monster will
kemana
be a
ya,
recurring
Tanjung
boss
Jepang.
in Surumi Island, players will be able to challenge this abyssal beast at any time.
Okay, challenge
Loh,
accepted. But how do we
40.000
fight
ya
it?
tak full
Well,
set
let's
loh
give
ya.
everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden
Enggak,
Wolf
enggak
Lord's
mau.
attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion
Lagi
status,
retak ya,
which
40.
will
Enggak,
cause
gua
all
ada
characters
40.
in the party to continuously lose HP. When the Wolf Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold, it will summon Rift Hound Alphas to provide it with shields.
That just doesn't sound fair.
I mean, I think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty tough.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the latter stage of the fight, the Wolf Lord's resistance to Geo attacks decreases, while its attack increases. So you'll have to factor that into your strategy.
I gotta do math? Okay, is there anything else I should know?
Nope, I think that's about all we have for this new monster.
Alright, it's probably a good time to take a short break and give away our second redemption code.
Gamut
Sounds
tadi,
good.
Nanti aja.
All right, code inbound in 3, 2, 1.
Kode 2 Yan.
Ambil.
BSN DJC 747Z7D.
Nah ini nih, ada kode nih. PSND J 747 Z 7D.
Ih, jorok ih.
Si O.
Mana?
Nyalain kucingnya nama.
Mari kita lihat sekarang event yang terakhir.
Welcome back, travelers. Next up, we'll be giving some exclusive details on the new events
Itu apa
coming
ya,
in
Dragon
version
Spine ya,
2.3.
itu ya?
Senjata baru
This
lagi.
time, we're returning to the snowy Dragon Spine area to explore an all-new event. Koi,
Sword.
I
bintang
know
4 ya,
that you
bintang
know a
4
thing
lagi.
or two about Dragon Spine, so
Wih,
why
dapat
don't you
ini.
take the lead?
It would be my pleasure,
senjata bagus.
Zach. okay. The main
Bagus
event in
yo.
version
Kamu harus
2.3
gimana?
is called
Nggak mau sana.
Shadows Amid Snowstorms. In this
Oh,
event,
itu
the
senjatanya ya?
Adventurers Guild will be
Claims.
holding their winter training on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers pairing up with newer recruits. Some of our old friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You know, like Amber and Eula.
Oh, that's cool. You see what I? They're cool because it's
Langit.
cold and
Yes,
Dragon
Zach, I
Spine.
did see what you did there.
Well, we'll definitely need our friends to survive the deadly cold of Dragon Spine.
Yep. Travelers who've reached Adventure Rank 20 and completed the prerequisite quests will be able to participate in the event. And you know, outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for a range of rewards.
I'm excited to chill at Dragon Spine again, but what kinds of gameplay can we expect for travelers during our winter training?
Mana?
The first is
Jupe.
called agility training.
Agility
Basically, it's a
Biasanya
special
bola-bola
speed training.
spray
Once you
Juve tuh.
start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a
Bayang
race
aing
course.
Barcelona.
The goal is to get the highest score possible before successfully
Mau beli.
reaching the end.
Semutnya
And,
Arsenal.
your score is based on the amount of time spent and the number of insignias of adventure and insignias of conquest you're able to collect
Oh,
during the
ada yang
training.
ngambil koin kian.
And it also looks like we've got some
ini
special
event
buffs to
jalan.
make use of.
That
Mana?
is
Albedo.
correct. Special blessings will sometimes appear while you
Even
race.
Albedo ngambil-ngambilin
There
koin
are
ya.
two
Iya.
kinds of blessings. First is the
Tapi
Gale
bakal
Spring
ada
blessing,
story-nya sih kayak
which
waktu
will
dulu.
enhance your character's jumping abilities. And second is the
Jadi hitam-hitam.
Ngelek.
Naon catur?
Keren gitu euy, loncatnya jadi tinggi nges jiga ieu euy. Nges jiga si apa namanya tuh si Xiao.
Have this
Yeah.
blessing.
Oh, you are so
Kan
smart.
itu ada
That is
efeknya,
correct.
Cuk.
Travelers should be sure to make use of it. Some insignias of adventure will be hidden in the course, but
Aduh, ini
insignias of
mah
conquest
kayak
appear only
ini.
at certain times.
Teh cocok atuh jeung background mana.
You'll need to get the correct timing down and grab them throughout the challenge. The second type of gameplay is tracker training. Travelers will need to find and melt all the ice
Melt
crystal piles
ice
within the
crystal.
training area to complete the challenge.
So a pyro character is going to be a must for your party in this one.
Anjir, hampir aja dikepak.
But this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just
Yang
need to
itu
be
bagus tuh, yang
careful of the
warna hitam.
nearby enemies and surrounding environment. And our third type of gameplay is combat training.
Oh,
Mau beli
my
mau beli spray.
Combat training camps will
Real
contain
Madrid
lures that can be
dikasih
activated to begin the
Barcelona.
training
suara
session.
pengisi suara guru yang
Lures
Inggris
will start in a
banget.
state of
Malah kira
source
Arab Taki.
cold and eliminate cold air that not only increases the rate at which sheer
Arab
cold
Taki
will
itu, nah,
accumulate in
suara
your
gitu.
character,
Nggak ada,
but also
dan
gives
nggak
nearby
ada
opponents
Taki.
a
Cuma
buff
sama si
at
Goro.
fixed intervals.
Sounds like this one might be a little more
Kayaknya
intense.
si
for
Goro
travelers.
suara
Max.
Inggrisnya berat ya.
But don't worry, there are
Maximum.
multiple
Kayak
mechanisms
gitar,
around the
ya,
lures.
it's okay.
Travelers can
Menarik.
activate these mechanisms by attacking them while carrying
Mechanism.
scarlet quartz. Once you've
Rhythm
activated the three
quartz.
mechanisms, they will change the lure state to heat
Itu
source
sa Brian
and
Rhythm
cancel
Quartz
the
62.
accumulation of sheer cold. Yeah, see? When lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also
Sabar aja, tarik
restore
dulu,
a certain amount of energy at fixed intervals. So on
invalid
heat source mode, dealing damage to opponents while carrying Scarlet
Ting
Quartz
nih,
will
pertama
unleash
kayak
all the
ngalantur
Quartz
meren.
energy in a single blow, dealing AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
I can already see myself searching frantically to find Scarlet Quartz in this one.
Yeah, but actually, besides looking for Scarlet Quartz in the surrounding area, you can also obtain Scarlet Quartz by defeating certain monsters during the challenge. All 3 of these trainings have multiple challenges, which may be completed to obtain event currencies, primo gems, and more. You can also obtain some snowman components from the tracker training and combat training.
Dude, the snowman. That's a nice seasonal touch.
Yeah, I would love to make a snowman on Dragonspine.
Oh my goodness, me too. Participate in the event to collect components, which can be used to build snowmen in-game. Travelers can also exchange some of their components with their friends.
Oh, hey, we're all friends. Why don't we
Perceivably
build them together?
We could build snowmen. I'd be down.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. And to add to the excitement, players will be able to claim rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
So, I'm sure players are wondering, can we keep our snowmen after the event's over?
Absolutely. We can bring the snowman bases and components home after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another decoration for our Serenity Teapot. I'm looking forward to checking out all the snowman styles.
Oh yeah, me too. But you know what? Aside from all the winter training events, we'll also encounter a mysterious boss once we get further into the event story.
Itu cina mau menang, Le.
But travelers will probably have to discover that for themselves. Anyway, I'm super excited for this event. Are you guys excited?
Yeah. And it sounds like we'll have a ton of seasonal things to do on Dragonspine. All right, next we'll be heading back to Inazuma for our next event titled Bantan Sango Case Files, The Warrior Dog.
Bantan Sango Case File.
Wait, what?
What was that?
Was that you, Koi?
No, it was
Di
Corey.
Facebook, nah, ya.
You can't
Ducati.
blame this one on the
Facebook
dog.
Ducati, Le.
Okay, anyway, back to our event. There have been mysterious disappearances of animals across Inazuma lately. And of course, the Traveler is there to help. According to the Commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals.
A dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
These are all its canine bunshi, which are like illusionary copies.
Oh yeah, these aren't your average guard dog. They're carrying a little sword.
That's why we need to sneak to where the dog keeps the little animals and avoid being
Mana sih
detected,
eunya? IG Ducati
unless we
bukan
want to be
yang
attacked.
biasa,
That sounds super scary.
Yes, it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll use this ability on the
Ini
indicated
bukanan
animals
Ducati
to
biasa.
whisk them away.
Ducati Corse.
Ngelek.
Investigation will also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in cages inside places called dens of thieves. We'll need to defeat the surrounding opponents first before opening the cages and coming to their rescue. By completing event challenges, we can claim rewards including primo gems, so be sure to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
Yeah. Unlike the gadget from the event, this upgraded net has been modified using Onmyodo. It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is, we can keep pets with it.
Well, sort of. We can use the net as a way of recreating animals that we meet in the open world and place them in our Serenity Pot.
But the bottom line is, I can be like Draff or Timmy and have an army of pigeons at my disposal.
I will accept this.
Right.
Neo gadget Omni.
But please
No,
note
itu
that there
jangan.
are some little critters who cannot be
You
recreated
can use
using the
power
net.
the Omni.
Travelers may find which animals can be recreated in the archive.
Yes, we're gonna get to keep some more animals in our realms.
Waduh,
Our
bagus tuh.
next event is Energy
Ini
Amplifier
udah
Fruition.
genrenya jadi Pokemon.
Some of you may
ini.
remember the previous Energy Amplifier event.
What?
It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface. In the new version of the Energy Amplifier event, travelers will need to get to the places of interest and eliminate threats there.
But mutation stones can grant powerful bonuses to opponents, so we'll want to take care of those first before facing the enemy.
Yeah. After defeating the enemies, we can open the chests to claim rewards. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event is that once travelers have cleared all the investigation tasks in Act 1, they'll automatically gain the Energy Amplifier and all of the Earman Soul Fruit fragments. Each act cleared will unlock the corresponding deceitful domain.
And just like the previous time we entered this event, we will be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, and the Energy Amplifier will help amplify our abilities in these domains. The fragments you configure into the Energy Amplifier will determine the buffs you gain during the challenge.
In terms of rewards, there will be both first clear rewards and milestone score rewards to claim in this event, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. Our next event to introduce is Misty Dungeon Realm of Light.
Yeah, travelers may remember this one as well. Just like our previous Misty Dungeon event, travelers will use the trial characters to complete dungeon trials. You will need to find all 3 of the ancient runes in the dungeon and complete their corresponding challenges to activate the runes.
Once all 3 runes are activated, travelers can gain access to the final challenge.
There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapon systems that will detect and attack any intruders.
So travelers must use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
This time around, there will be new trial characters available and new trials for travelers to challenge. For example, in the Thundershock trial, Electrocharged will not only receive a damage bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental skills and bursts can be used.
Well, that sounds cool, and also super helpful for fighting our way through all the enemies.
Definitely. And don't forget to finish as many trial quests as possible to claim more rewards. And speaking of recurring events, our most popular merchant, Lieben, is coming back in version 2.3 with his goods. Players can search for Lieben and submit the materials that he requests to claim rewards. And that's all we've got for the upcoming events. We've covered quite a bit of content already for version 2.3.
We sure did, and buckle up because there's more. We've got some details on the fun update to the Serenity Pot.
Right. After the version 2.3 update, we will be able to put Paimon into our Serenity Pot.
And she's got some new dialogue for us while she's in our teapot. Come and talk with Paimon whenever you have the chance.
I don't think that I want to if that's what she sounds like, but I think I will take pictures with Paimon. It's not often we get to snap a photo with Paimon.
Okay. And that concludes the new version content for today.
That was a pretty good Paimon.
Alright, everybody ready? The third redemption code is on the way!
Tadi saya ngadengnya mana si Ryan sudah.
I don't want it.
How are you doing?
No.
Sedang mau menjual akun. Orang itu pada
Agak aing nyatet no kaiji anjing. Yang terakhir mah yang pertama nggak jalan hanya eta aing apa kode yang pertama.
Iya, ini ngaco si Ryan. Kode naon.
Oh iya, jadi nggak jual akun teh.
Akun kedua.
Jadi nggak jual akun teh. Emblemnya udah max semua.
Pak udah.
Waduh. Naiklah, Roy 30, Roy.
Anjir.
Bangsat anjing si Ryan.
Gak ngerti kayaknya.
Every journey has its end. And we are reaching the end to our special program.
Yeah, time really flies, huh?
Skinnya udah ada 72 skinnya.
As Zhongli says. So, Koi and Corey, you are both first-time hosts on the program today. What do you think?
You know, it's just been such a journey for me
Buka harga di
personally,
berapa
going
nanti,
from
Pak?
voicing
Buka
NPCs like
harganya
Graf to
misalkan,
voicing Goro and being able to be here on the special program.
berapa ya?
And I just can't wait for you guys to get to know him better.
Buset,
So thank you
sama
for
aja
having me, and it's
nanya
been an honor.
ke
Aw,
Anda.
that's sweet. You
That's
and
awesome.
Goro are two very good boys. Speaking of good boys, there's so many doggos in this update. Did you see? I'm going to pet all of them, and then I'm going to make 10 million snowmen.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm also super excited for the
Akun satu
snowman and
lagi tuh
checking
yang
out
mau
all of their
disedekain
different
mah, ayo tuh.
styles. And the golden wolf lord looks so fierce and scary in the tornado, but I will die plenty of times, but I will enjoy it because
face it together.
Yes, together. Help me out, guys.
Remember to
Please.
pack your albedo. I want a dragon
Yeah, you're
spawn.
coming with me. Bring him, Koi, bring him. Well, that's it for the special program today. Thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 2.3 special program, and we'll see you all in game.
See ya.
Bye.
Bersama kita.
Jangan bawa aku ke epic lagi, tolong.
Iya.